Hello Silver Curlies and future Silver Curlies. My name is Zelda and you are watching Silver Curls Zelda. Today is Mask Monday and I am going to use this mask here, this clay mask, and I've used it before. Let me see if it'll come in clear. Maybe not, maybe not. Well, it is a rose clay mask and I wanted to use it again because I did not want a cold mask on my face today. I did not. And what I'm going to do is just share with you, which I haven't done before, is just share about my intermittent fasting journey that I did all of last year. And I really haven't started any this year because I've been intermittently fasting, but not fasting where it has resulted in any significant weight loss this year. Last year I lost almost 60 pounds, and I will insert some pictures in here so that you can see. I'll put some of this up here so that you can see where I came from. And I did it mainly using intermittent fasting and OMAD. And OMAD stands for 1 meal a day. 1 meal a day. And I built up to that point because I did not go directly from eating all kinds of the times of days and nights to 1 meal. I had to find which one was the best for me, and I found that initially eating around 1 p.m. was a good time for me. So I did that for almost a year. But I started using keto. I'm setting my watch here for my time, the timers here, because I don't want to forget. I don't want to go over. This is a 15 to 20 minute mask. So I will leave that on there. So what I did, I have to not talk while I'm putting it right there. Don't want to accidentally hit my eye. There we go. So I started using keto, and years ago I lost 45 pounds doing keto, and I have that on my other channel, and if you're interested, let me know. I will share the link with you. I found that, you know, eating a low carb diet was very helpful for me, and I created different meals eating low carb, and it helped me to lose that 45 pounds. Then I think COVID happened later, and I did not follow anything. Slowly the weight came back on, and it was a couple of years that the weight returned, because I returned back eating everything minus good healthy stuff. Well, no, let me take that back. I ate more food than I needed to eat, and that is what caused me to gain back most of the weight. I went to about the weight that I was prior to trying to start losing weight years ago. So my highest weight was 250 pounds. This was before, this was 250 pounds. Years ago, years and years ago, because my son is grown now, I had bariatric surgery and I lost about 100 pounds. And then that stayed off for a little while, but slowly over the decades, it came back. And the highest weight that I got back to was 250 pounds. So just this last year, I started February 1st, and I decided that I was going to eventually get to 1 meal a day. I started with 2 meals a day, and it was satisfying. When you eat a higher carb and when you eat a lower carb diet and a higher fat content and higher protein, the fat makes you feel satisfied and the protein gives you some extra energy there. So you're not feeling a lot of hunger pains if you're eating enough. You have to make sure you're eating enough. And that worked for me. I included a little bit of walking. I actually was able to do a couple of 5K runs, but let me tell you, it wore my body out. I couldn't keep up with it. So what I do is exercises in the house, and that helps me. And you can't see them right now because they're out of the shot, but I have some medals that I've earned doing the little bit of exercises over time. And it took months to get some of these medals, but I'm glad that I got them. I just started watching what I ate. And then eventually my 2 meals a day went to 1 meal a day. And slowly over time, over the year, I lost 56 pounds. I was close to 60. And I have been roller coasting up and down since January. When we moved, it was a lot going on in our lives. So I wasn't trying to fast. I was eating when I was hungry, and I was hungry more often. And that was because after I had lost about 35 pounds, I switched from OMAD, 1 meal a day, that was basically a ketogenic meal, to eating what I wanted to eat during the 1 meal a day. And then I did lose weight eating the 1 meal a day. I did feel a little bit hungry, and you're not going to die if you feel hungry. You feel hungry, you get over it. I just chose not to get over it in January and part of this month because I just didn't. We've been enjoying eating ice cream at night, and that has not helped at all. So my weight loss has just been stagnant for the past couple of months. And I know in the winter months, I tend to do a little bit, I'm gonna turn on my fan, getting a little warm in here. I do a little less activity because it's cold outside. It's not cold in here, thank God, but I don't like the cold, and it just takes a lot more for me to get around and do stuff. So I know March is coming here pretty soon, and I want to do some extra steps trying to get active. And just to let you know, if you can't do a lot, I can't do a lot, but any movement, even if it's, exercising with little weights or nothing in the beginning, just doing your exercises, stretching your legs out and walking in place. I lived in my RV and I walked back and forth in that RV for a long time. Not in one stretch, but I long time meaning months to get some of the activity going, because I don't do well with being out in crowds or anything like that. So that has been very, very helpful for me. Let's see what we're time. Okay, we're good on time. So I encourage you, I'm going to show like some pictures here, and then I'm going to wrap this up here. Ooh. It's getting tight, it's getting dry, but I'm going to pause this and I'll be right back to clean this off and talk a little bit more and then wrap up the video. Okay, I am back. It is been the 15 minutes. I used a little bit of my vitamin E stick on my lips, and I am going to use some CeraVe moisturizing cream on my face. I just started using this and I like it. It's just a nice thick consistency and it just feels good going on. Between this and my oil of Olay, that's all that I like. I don't need an SPF because it's not late. I'm not going out, so I don't need anything with SPF. But I do have the CeraVe with SPF in it. And I feel good. And I thank you for hanging out with me with my Mask Monday. And I will see you guys next week. And I hope you have a blessed, blessed evening. God bless you. And for my silver curlies, future silver curlies, those that are silver, shining in their hearts, let those silvers shine. Bye.